Hi everyone, and welcome to the second part of our planner page for this week. I realise I've got my page upside down. It's the 4th of December's page, it's upside down, but I don't think it matters at all because it is symmetrical. We did this bit yesterday. Today we're going to continue working on the design. So I did say we would do the bows on the gifts, so that is where we are going to start. So there we are. I'm going to do it in silver. We've done some gold up here. We're going to do this in silver. We're not going to use the same grey as we used for the snowman. That was our sort of bluey dove grey. We're going to use a more silvery grey. So we're going to use what is called the grey, which is number 8. If I can find it. There it is. So here is the number 8, and then we might also use it in conjunction with number 80, which is the light grey. So we've got those two. Okay, so we'll start with 8 and we'll put in our darker areas to start with. Just give it a sharpen. Now for me it's just called grey, number 8. But for me it looks quite like a Payne's grey, I would say, quite purpley, which I think works quite well to try and hint at a metallic feel. So basically I'm going to just fade it like that. And then we'll bring in the other colour as well. This is quite tricky, it's quite small. I'm going to try and put a bit each side of the bow. That's gone rather messy. And then a bit here. Again, like with our gold ribbon, we need to leave some white for shine. And would do that even after adding our next colour. A bit tricky on those little bits either side, but we'll see what I can do. And I sort of picked colours that I thought would work reasonably well with silver. I wouldn't ever naturally put green with silver, but I picked this sort of cold lime colour and I thought it would work. So now we use our number 80. And we just continue our grey colour almost to the edge here, leaving a little white edge. And here. And hopefully it will look like there's some silvery shine. It's quite a big gap on that one. Don't really need masses of white, just enough for the eye to spot. Like that. These just leave a little bit of white at the top. It's really tricky on these small areas. I think I need to sharpen my pencil a little bit. Might help me. There we go. And the same this one. There we go. Bit different, isn't it, than having gold all the time. Now underneath we have these sort of shapes. I'm always like, I'm not sure what to do with those really. And we also have this. I think I'm going to do this bit in red and green. Let's try and get a whole bit in shot. There we go. So I think let's pick a red and a green. Let's use number 52 and number 2. So we've got a sort of orangey red and a mid green. Okay. Need to sharpen them. Now I'm just going to block it in because it's such a small space. I know I'm avoiding doing the bits above because I just don't know what colour to do them. I'm going to do every other one and hope that it works. I'm not sure what the shapes above are supposed to be. I'm wondering if they're supposed to be fairy lights. And I'm wondering whether I should do, I might do that, yeah, different shades of yellow. Now, when we go beyond this, here, do we go green there? And do we go red and then red? I think I will do it like that because that's how the symmetry works in other bits. So this is number 2. The other one, it's supposed to be red, but it looks a little bit orangey to me, but I think it'll work with that particular green. Again, you could choose to do this red and white or any colour you wish, but leaving things white, it's a bit tricky. There we go. So the shapes above, I've now decided that they're lights. I'm going to do them in sand, which is 11, which I think is a nice vibrant yellow, and 42, which is our light orange. Okay, and I'm going to do the round ones in yellow and the oval ones in orange. There's no reason why, just because that's the first thing that came out of my mouth. I'm going to try to make them a bit darker on the outside of the sphere, but it's not too easy to even see, so I'm not too worried. Just going to do the best that I can. That's all we can do really, isn't it? Yeah, see, under the snowman, look, there's 3 the same, so I'm going to do all of those in yellow. Like that. I'm not going to do any more beyond there because you can't see, and you can do them yourself after this. It's not too tricky, the technique. You can always just pause right now and do the rest. There we go. That's that little bit. And now we have got a selection of these. Now this ivy I'm going to do in the 38 like I did the ivy up there. It's going to be the same, pretty much plain colouring, apart from maybe a bit darker at the base of the leaf and lighter towards the tip like I tried to do up there, but it didn't really show. I'm not going to colour that for you now. The star, I've got to decide on colour. You know, do I do it, we've got a gold bow, we've got a silver presents, so do I do it in one of those 2 colours or something slightly different? Let me have a quick think. I know. Right, let's try this. This is the golden ochre, number 16, and I'm going to go around the edge of this one with this, and this one. I was going to do every other one, but I can't because of the number, so I can do them all the same. I was going to do half gold, half silver, but you can't. I suppose I could have done top, bottom 2 and those 2. So that is the beginnings, and then I'm going to use a yellow. The yellow or the sand? I think the yellow, number 1, to do the rest of the star. So I think I might leave a white bit and just go over what I've done and extend it towards the centre, but leave a bit of white in the middle. It's very difficult to see if I've actually achieved that or not. I do my best. And then that hanger like that, and like that, just so that it's a bit different to that colour. There. Okay, so there's our star. Let's move along to our train now. I rather like having the engine and the carriages all matching colours. I think that looks, or the same colour I should say. I think it looks quite smart. I'm just turning to find my black. Whoops. which is the number 9, to do the wheels. Okay. Oh, that's my heating coming on. I can hear the boiler making a noise. It's just below me where I'm sitting here. Now, colour wise, it's always tempting to do red, but I'm thinking we have got red going. We've got a red gift here. We've got loads of red, but actually I think I'm going to do red on the stocking, so I think I might do it blue. Oops, just so it's a little bit different. What blues haven't we used? That's been put away in the wrong place, I think. That's the 37. Let's use the 37, the ultramarine blue, because we haven't used it. That's the only reason. I'm just going to block it in because, gosh, that was a strange noise. I think it was a heron making a noise outside. Anyway, I'm going to block this in. It's not particularly dark blue. I quite like dark colours really for Christmas, sort of solid, intense colour, but I think this will work. We've got all these little gifts to colour and things like that as well, so in fact I'm going to do that as well in this colour, and we'll just find one other colour for the engine. So the carriage is all matching. Could do them every other one, different colours if you don't want them all identical, or you could use different shades of blue, something like that. Blue and yellow goes nicely together too, or even blue and purple, blue and red. There we go. Now for the, oops, I just realised we've got Ergosoft out by mistake for our black. Never mind. The chimney and engine part, could do it in a slightly darker blue, I think. I'm going to use the number 63, which is the Delft blue. And again, I'm just blocking it in because I'm thinking painted wooden train. Maybe we wouldn't have a great deal of shading, and it's small. Right, we're now going to pick some colours we haven't used to do the gifts with. So I'm going to start with number 12, which is our lemon. And I'm going to do a gift in lemon, just pick a random one. I'll do that one. Okay, now the next colour, what else? We haven't used this, which is the, the 43, which is the peach. It's still quite pale. I shall do this one here in that colour. Now, let's go for some pinky reds. 23, the Bordeaux. This one on the end, I think. This one is the same as this one, but I'm not going to colour them the same. I'm going to use quite a mix of colour. Now these ribbons on the presents are, I think, quite small and tricky. So this is number 20. I'm actually going to colour them, just block them in with some colour in a bit. I'm just working through the different colours. So now I've got to 62, which is our lavender. Yeah, and I'm going to do this one with it. Gosh, it's blunt. Very, very, very blunt. Oh, it's so cold and my knees are getting cold. There was a frost, and I can still see frost. It's actually 3:30, and there's still frost on the house opposite mine, where it was such a heavy frost it hasn't melted in the sunshine, despite it being quite a sunny day. It was in the shade. This is number 50, which is the willow green. I'm going to use that for this parcel here. Oops, I seem to have shedded a bit of lead. Okay, now I've got this quite dark colour. This is 55. It is the green earth, and I'm going to use this for the bow on that particular present. I think it will go quite nicely. Now if you wish, you could use your gel pens, if you've got gel pens, to do these bows to make them stand out, or for any of the picture really. I'm now in the brown area. I think this colour might work. This is 72. It is the dark sand. I don't know why it's called that, because the sand is just orangey yellow, I suppose it could be. And I've just got left this ribbon here, and I think I'm going to, I was going to do it grey, but it's too similar to the silvers. So what colour is that? That's a red parcel. What will match? Would that even work? Let's try a blue. Let's go for number 30. It is the light blue. Is that the colour of the train? No, it can't be, because I haven't got it, because it's not out. So we'll do a blue. It might be a bit too close to the train, really. You might prefer to do a slightly different colour. Don't know. So as I said, this ivy is just going to be done in the 38. So I'm not going to do that now. We're going to do this stocking. And as I said, quite like to do the stocking in red and green, but we've done this in red and green. Just thinking, sorry, we've got blue train, purple present, we haven't got lots of pink, but it doesn't really feel like it should be pink. Let's just do some different reds and greens that we haven't done. So this is 57, which is the olive green, and I'm going to do, now the stocking has got patterns on it and I'm going to ignore them. I'm just going to block this in. I've decided to do 3 colours, so for every third stripe I'm going to do this. There, like that, and then we're going to use a red. Let's choose that red. I think it's going to need to be this one, the 29, which is, we've used it quite a bit actually, the carmine red. But I think it's the one that's going to work. It might not quite feel natural with that green, but I'm going to use a third colour which I really hope will pull it all together. Excuse me. I'm going to use this in here too. There we go. And then my final colour is going to be the golden ochre, which I think goes 16, which I think goes nicely with this green colour. And then we have our items inside to do. It's a cute teddy. And other such things. We also have these beads to do here. I'm not sure if they're holding something. I don't think they are. I think they're just hanging as a sort of separator between the 2 stockings. Okay, now our teddy bear. Let's go. I think we've used quite a dark brown. The main bit of the fur. This is 77. I think it could be quite dark. You can turn the page if you would rather have it so it feels the right way up. I don't want to do that because I'll end up probably having the rings under my hand only. Okay, and his tummy I want to be quite light, but I'm just tidying him up. But we do have that golden ochre, so What's that one? 49. Fawn. We used the fawn for his tummy. I'm actually going to put it on fairly dark so you can see the difference between the colours. Now we've got two gifts. I am thinking we could do one. Whoops, my pencils are going everywhere. One in the I want to do, yeah, I'm going to do one in lavender 62. I thought I hadn't used it, but I have, but only for that tiny bow there. So we'll do a lavender one so it stands out a bit more. Like that. We'll do, what colour bow? I think we'll do, what have we got here? What's that colour? Yeah, 61. I think we'll use the 61, which is our dark mauve for the bow. It sort of matches, but it's a slightly different colour. And then for the other present, I think we'll use this. It's 260 and it is called mauve, but I've never seen any mauve that's this colour. To me it looks like a red, like a Tuscan red, or a red violet, but you know. There we go. Okay, are we done? No, I knew there's something. We've got these beads to do. Now you could choose to do them in silver, in gold, or in bright colours. We've got our gold star here, so I'm thinking silver might work over here. Now I need to carefully choose which one I use. I think I will use this one. This is the 8, the grey, which I said I felt looked like a Payne's grey. I'm going to block that in. Now ideally I want to try and leave some white so it looks shiny. So on these balls I'm going to try to leave a white centre, and then on this one I'm going to try and leave a white sort of strip down the middle, and then keep with that. Quite tricky, you'll need to keep sharpening. Right, let's just do this ivy just for the sake of completeness. So I've shown you all of it. So 38 as I used before. Excuse me, and I'm just going to block in the vines. They are too small for me to do anything with, apart from just blocking the colour. You can fade the colour, even use several colours if you wish, but it's too fiddly for my liking. I like colouring vines, but just one colour. Okay, so for this bit I sort of feel like it's better if it's a little bit darker at the base, like that, and then it starts to get lighter towards the tip. Like that, and the same thing here, just fading it down towards the tip of the leaf. And there's quite a lot of this still to do, and it will take a little bit of time, but I'm sure you can do it. And I will show you my completed page. I'm just coming out so you can see all that I've done so far. I'm not going to do the rest of it with you. There's just too much small detail. My eyes are getting tired at this time of the night. I'm not sure. I might need to do it in the morning. yeah, once I get my new glasses on Wednesday, hopefully I'll be able to see better. But you should have enough information to do all of it. You can always replay the videos and go through it again. And you know, what I would do is say, play this bit and colour this bit and pause it, so that you can just do all of those and then do all of the ivy. I mean, you could do all of the ivy now because it's so simple. You've got the colour in your hand if you're colouring along and that sort of thing, and then just slowly work through the videos colouring each little bit, and hopefully that will work out well for you. But I am going to stop and put it away for now, and then come back to it a little bit later and finish it off. As I say, I will share the completed page. It might be in my completed pages at the end of the month rather than as a sort of end of day completed page. It won't be at the end of the video, that's for sure. As I say, it's going to take me a little bit of time to do it. But yeah, you'll get a chance to see it as long as you watch my completed pages. Absolutely, definitely be there. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a very lovely day, and hopefully you'll join me for my video tomorrow, whatever that might be. I have a plan, but I'm not going to share it with you. You will have to tune in and find out. But thank you again, and happy colouring.